children, welcome back to the channel. In the last class we discussed about law of conservation of momentum, right? In this class we will discuss some of the numericals on that. Let us take a quick question. Already last two videos I have discussed you the concept of law of conservation of momentum and I gave you so many numericals also. Okay, let us take a numerical here. A boy, please write this question. A boy of mass 40 kg is running. A boy of mass 40 kg is running with a speed 10 meter per second, and he jumps onto a skateboard of mass 10 kg, and both of them start to move with same velocity. Okay, find this velocity. Very important question which is already discussed in NCERT as example problem. You can make analysis about this. I will start solving. 1, 2, 3. I am solving it off. A boy of mass 40 kg. For example, I have one boy here. His mass is 40 kg. Okay, fine. So he is running with how much speed? 10 meter per second. Here speed and velocity both are same. Why they are same? Because it is motion in straight line. No? Whenever motion in straight line is there, velocity and speed both are same. Now I have one skateboard here with all these wheels and all. The mass of this skateboard is 10 kg. Okay, when he jumps onto this with speed 10 meter per second, he lands on the skateboard and both will start to move with same velocity. No, it is not necessary that the boy will move with different speed and the skateboard will move with different speed. No, because both are stuck together, they will start to move with the same velocity v. This is being asked. Whatever problem I have given, the diagrammatical representation of the problem is very important in physics to solve all these numericals. Now, let us try to solve it. By applying law of conservation of momentum. What does law of conservation of momentum says? Law of conservation of momentum says the momentum before collision is equal to momentum after collision. By saying this formula you can understand, right? This is the momentum of first body. This is the momentum of second body before collision. Now these are the momenta after collision. Okay, fine. Now let us take the boy here. What is the mass of boy? 40 into what is the velocity of boy? That is again 10 meter per second. He is moving with velocity 10 meter per second now. His mass is 40 and velocity is 10. Plus what is the mass of skateboard? 10 kg. And what is its initial velocity? 0. Is anything mentioned in the problem skateboard is moving? No. If skateboard is not moving means its initial velocity is going to be 0. Are you getting my point? Okay, so 10 into 0. So that is equal to, again mass of the boy will remain same, that is 40. Into velocity will be same, no? That is v only. Plus, next mass of the skateboard is 10 kg. That is also into v. Now this 40 into 10 will be 400. Again it is 0. 10 into 0 it becomes 0 only. So 400 is equal to 40v plus 10v. It is 50v. So I am going to get it as v is equal to 400 divided by 50. 0, 0. 5 ones are 5 eights are. So v is equal to what? I got the answer 8 meter per second. So what does it mean? Both of them will start to move with velocity 8 meter per second. Now you may be having one question. What is that? Sir, initially the boy was moving with 8 meter per second. Now his velocity has changed to 8 meter per second. 10 meter per second to 8 meter per second. Why there is a reduction in the velocity? Because the skateboard is also there now. The skateboard is having some mass. Whenever there is more mass included, the velocity will definitely decrease. Are you getting my point? What I am trying to say? This is very important problem which is discussed in NCERT. Let us take one more example. Please make a note of all these things. I am rubbing it off. 1, 2, 3. Okay, fine. I hope everybody is studying well. Everybody is following all these videos continuously. You have to watch the videos continuously to get feel of this chapter, force and laws of motion. If you watch first video and directly jump down to fifth video, you won't get any idea. You will feel like alien. So that's why you have to be watching them continuously. Let us take one more question here. A hockey player This is also discussed in NCERT. You have to be saying that, but in NCERT the things are a little bit complicated. I am separating them and giving them to you. A hockey player is moving. A hockey player is moving with velocity 10 meter per second. He is moving with velocity 10 meter per second, and his mass is 40 kg. And his mass is 40 kg. Another player of mass 50 kg is running with the speed 20 meter per second in the opposite direction. When they collide, they stuck together. And move with some velocity. Okay, find that velocity. Very important and very conceptual question. Please make a note of all this question. I will explain you. A hockey player is moving with velocity 10 meter per second. Okay, he is moving with 10 meter per second and his mass is 40 kg. Let us represent it diagrammatically. For example, I have a hockey player here, one hockey player. He is having a mass of 40 kg. His mass is 40 kg and he is moving with velocity 10 meter per second. All right? Okay. Now, another player of mass 50 kg. For example, I have one more hockey player here with mass 50 kg and he is moving with the velocity or speed 20 meter per second in opposite direction. So this is like 20 meter per second but in the opposite direction. They are running, ball is here for example. If the ball is here, both will run at the ball, no? They are moving like this. And after some time, they collide with each other. When they collide, they stuck together. After colliding, they stuck together. And they move with some velocity. Either in this direction or in this direction. Whatever may be the direction, we don't know. Okay, are you getting my point? Now they are asking you what is the velocity. Did you understand this problem? One hockey player with mass 40 kg moving with velocity 10 meter per second. Another hockey player with mass 50 kg and moving with velocity 20 meter per second in the opposite direction. After collision, they stuck together. They are stucking together like this and they start to move with some velocity, either that side or this side. That is what we are supposed to calculate here. For example, this is M1. Let us take it as M1 because first player, and let me take this 50 kg as M2. And let me take this as U1 is equal to 10 meter per second and this is 20 meter per second. No? So this U2 becomes minus 20 meter per second. Why it becomes minus 20 meter per second? Very important question here. Because I am taking this direction left to right as positive means right to left I have to take it as negative. Very important in law of conservation of momentum. Whenever two bodies are moving in the same direction, if it is positive, this is also positive. But whenever they are moving in the opposite direction, if this is positive, this has to be negative. These two players here, he is moving in this direction. If it is taken positive, the opposite direction has to be taken negative. Otherwise, you can take this negative and this has to be positive. Opposite means you have to take one plus and another minus. Okay. Now, when they are stucking together, they stuck together like this and they start to move with some velocity v. Whether this side or this side, I don't know. If final answer comes plus, that means they are moving in this direction. If final answer comes minus, means they are moving in this direction. Are you understanding my point, what I am trying to say? See here, with velocity v, after colliding they will move. This direction or this direction we don't know. If this answer v is positive means they are moving in this direction. If the answer is negative, they will be moving in the opposite direction. Very important. Are you understanding my point? So right now let us keep this velocity as v only. Whether this comes plus or minus, let us clarify that. They move with some velocity v. His mass will remain m1 only, his mass will be m2 only. That is 40 kg and 50 kg. So by applying, what you are applying? Law of conservation of momentum. I am applying law of conservation of momentum. According to law of conservation of momentum, the formula is like m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 into v2. This is the formula. Now what is m1? 40 into what is u1? That is 10 plus what is m2? M2 is going to be 50. Then into u2 it will be minus 20. Very important guys. Here it has to be minus 20. So that is equal to m1 is going to be again 40 kg and v1 will be v as usual. Why? Because they are moving with the same velocity v. They are sticking together. Plus m2 is going to be 50 into v only. 50 and velocity will be same. Now 40 into 100, so it becomes like 400. Then minus 50 into 20, it becomes 1000. So minus 1000, that is equal to 90V. So 40V plus 50V, that is 90V. So 400 minus 1000, it becomes minus 600. Minus 600 is equal to 90V. Now let us calculate V. So V will be, what is the value of V? So minus 600 divided by 90. So it becomes like 0, 0 get cancelled. 3 20s and 3 3s. So 3 1s, 3 6 here, then 6.66. So answer is minus 6.66 meter per second. What does it mean? The velocity is, the magnitude of the velocity is, this is minus 6.66 meter per second, that is for sure. What does minus means? They start moving in this direction. Very important, no? Are you getting my point? So I got the answer as minus. The meaning of minus is they are moving in this direction. This is positive direction and this is negative direction. They are moving in this direction. You can say it with your experience also, with common sense also. See, his mass is 40 kg. His mass is his velocity is 10 meter per second. Low mass, low velocity. Here the mass is also high, velocity is also high. So that's why when this person hits this person, they are sticking together means they will move in this direction only, towards this direction. After collision, they will be moving. So that's what we have shown it in mathematically. Because the mathematical representation of the data is very important. Yes or no? So I know they will move in this direction. I cannot say it by words. I have to show it mathematically. How did I show that? That I got the answer as minus 6.66 meter per second. I hope this is also very much clear in your mind. Okay, so all the NCERT problems whichever have been discussed in the examples I have completed. Now you can have a look at all the exercise of your NCERT 9th standard textbook so that you will be able to solve all these questions. So whatever Newton's laws of motion are there, they are very simple, explained very in detail and very simply they have been explained in all these questions whatever I have discussed. For example, whenever I say second law, so what does second law say? Second law say like the force applied on a body is equal to rate of change of momentum, which I have discussed in the last class already. So it becomes like m bracket v minus u divided by t. So f is equal to ma. So this is second law. Okay, and you must be knowing first law. What is first law? For example, if there is some force, then state of motion will change. If there is some force, state of motion changes. Simply I am writing the statement already you have. If there is no force, no change in state of motion. No change in state of motion. Force is not there means there is no change. Some force has to be there to change the state of motion. If force is there, body at rest will move and body at uniform motion will stop, or maybe its velocity will increase, something like that. State of motion will change. Force will do all the things. And how about force? That magnitude has been discussed in this second law. But third law says, for example, there is one body and there is another body. If it is applying some force on this body, the equal and opposite force will be there, that is F dash. So they told like F is equal to minus F dash. F is equal to minus F dash. This force and this force are equal and opposite. Their magnitudes are same, but they are opposite in direction. So that's why third law is called real law. Real law of motion. Why it is real law of motion? Because it is including everything. First law and second law have been included in third law. That's why it is called real law of motion. That's what you need to understand. Okay, now let me give you some examples. Yesterday I told you, for example, there is some gun here. I have got a gun here. Whenever the bullet is fired here, a bullet comes out now. If this bullet is coming, it will be moving with very high velocity. The velocity of the bullet will be very high, but velocity of the gun, recoiling back of the gun will be less. Why it is like that? Because it is applying some force like this, and opposite force is also being applied. So if it is F, it is going to be F dash. So F should be equal to minus F dash. Are you getting my point? What about F? The formula for F is ma. Yes or F equal to ma, it is applied on the bullet. So this is mass of the bullet and acceleration of the bullet. That should be equal to minus bracket. What about F dash? F dash is being applied on what? It is applied on gun. So that's why you have to consider ma is there, but it has to be mass of the gun and acceleration of the gun. Are you getting my point? So product of mass and acceleration, they should become equal. But mass of the bullet is very low, right? Mass of the bullet is very low. So that's why acceleration becomes very high. Now here mass of the gun is very high. That's why acceleration of the gun becomes very low. So by combination of one is less and another is high, or one is high, another is less, these two things have to be made equal. As the gun is having more mass, it is having less acceleration backwards, very less acceleration. For example, see here, I got something like 2 into 4. 2 into 4, can I write it as equal to 8 into 1? See here, 2 into 4 means this is less quantity. Here I have less quantity and this has to be more. Here I have more quantity and second quantity has to be less. For example, if I apply like MA is equal to MA. Just now I applied no with minus sign. What about this? This MA is going to be related to mass of the bullet or mass of the gun, something like that. If mass is less, velocity has to be more. MA, if you consider MA equal to MA, so this is less, no? That's why it is more. And this mass is more, so that's why velocity is or acceleration is less. This is what you need to understand. Are you getting my point? What I am trying to say? Okay, this is very important equation. That is third law of motion. By using third law of motion, you can discuss about second law of motion also. That's why third law is called real law. Okay, fine. So anyhow, keep on watching all these videos. All the very best for all of you. This is very important video for you because I have solved law of conservation of momentum related numericals in this video. Did you understand this? Ma is equal to ma. Mass is less, no? That's why acceleration has to be more. Here the mass is more. That's why acceleration has to be less. Okay, but both should be same. 2 into 4, 8 and 8 into 1. 8 only. So both are same but with different values. Here also same thing happens here. It has to be less. Mass of the bullet is less. That's why acceleration is more. Okay. Acceleration is more means velocity is also more. And here the mass of the gun is more. That's why acceleration is less. That means velocity of recoiling back, going back is also less. I hope these things are very much clear to you. All the very best for all of you. Keep on studying. Thank you very much.